The heck was I even talking about? I don't know, man. Let's visit the... Have I visited this place? Sanar Nit? Wait. You're telling me I get -10 affinity loss for putting this stuff on? Blade, arts effect, and Okay. You know what? Because I can get deeds to the shop, I might as well start buying some of these. And there's also the potentiality... Oh, right, and also builds my affinity with Uriah. So, that works. Where's the blade shop? There it is. Bronze. But this one ups my critical rate. Oh wait, I already own 2. Never mind. Minori. And everybody else is a-okay, so... This would up the block rate, and this would just be a straight attack boost. So here's also the interesting thing. Well, I mean, since I have scale chips, I'll just equip them, but like that's also the interesting thing to consider with RPGs, is that it's not a straight number thing, that they also give. The stuff you equip also gives different stats to different areas of a character, which is always like a really cool thing, but unfortunately, I don't think that they build toward the individual stats, or they make the game to where the individual stats matter all that much, because all you need to do is just hit hard, you know? Just letting you know, it's a good way to Fonsa Myma from here. Plenty of monsters out there on the road. Make sure you got yourselves all kitted out before we head out. What, am I not going to be able to come back? All set? Then let's get our backsides over to Fonsa Myma pronto.
Time to head out. You, Zuo, take care of this place, yeah?
No worries. Leave it to us, boss.
Boss, you're in a good mood somehow.
I guess so. Well, take care.
The fact that they used someone's cell phone for that scene definitely made me look down at my own phone. I was like, is someone calling me? Oh, and the cliffside is gone now. Wait. Which way to Fonsa Myma? I'm just gonna go in a straight line. If it's wrong, the game will stop me. Believe you me, this game will stop me. Oh, man. Like, that looks so good and we're not even there yet.
Come out. Flora heals an aching soul.
Yeah, okay, this is the correct way. And we use another cheese for pirate goo. Ah, yes. Man. Somehow, it's unfortunate we came here at the day. Ah, what an area, I says.
Looks like all the chat about the Aegis was true.
Who are you?
That's a heavy burden you have there. Sure you're up to it, Pipsqueak? See sense, step aside and let the big boys take charge. Come on, yield the merchandise.
Huh? What? Van Damme. Do you know this guy?
Never seen him in my life. Bah!
Wait. Are you...
You really are a bunch of rinky-dink, bogus, two-bit, no-mark drivers, aren't you? Behold the mighty Zeke von Gembu, bringer of chaos! Mostly known as Zeke, and often addressed as the Zekenator! Behold my blade, Pandoria! And this is my sword, the Purple Lightning Dream Smasher! If you want a taste, come and get it!
We're good.
Good? No? Wait! Wait, you barbarians!
This guy. I'm tired of him already.
Gah. You think you lowlives can lick the three of us?
3 of you? I count 2. Lost someone?
Huh? Oh, get a load of this. Our beloved mascot, Tartars! Reveal yourself! Huh? Tartars? 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 Where are you, boy? Tartars!
Oh. Hello, little guy. How are you? What are you doing out here all alone?
Turtles! Handling a man's turtle.
You could have just grabbed Pyra there. Why did he go for his turtle instead?
Oh, what an idiot.
Listen, whatever. She'll be mine soon enough. Got a problem with that? Then come at me! And don't hold back!
What? Is this guy for real?
Okay. I didn't expect the Tales of transition. I think that of every character we are introduced to thus far, Zeke has probably the best use of this game's animation work. Honestly. I actually wanted to talk about that in the Akos fight, but I forgot. That Akos's animations were, his facial animations in particular, were really good at selling how insane he was. But Zeke, on the other hand, is eating the whole screen, and nobody can compete with him. Okay, Steam Bomb still has a bit to go, so we should be able to get to level 3. And here we go. Also, Zeke's theme is amazing. What was it? Ultimate Bringer of Chaos? Actually a fantastic song. Okay. that was extremely on point for Zeke, man. It's like you underestimate him and then he sidewinds you. Okay,
Get him, Nia.
Tiger!
Tora, go! Tora, right on time.
Magnificent!
Flash.
And another one.
Magnificent!
Pyra.
Got this.
Begin!
okay, so overkills. Overkills were, how do you say they provide bonus XP every time I do them, if I am getting the systems correct.
Good try. Not bad. But wipe yourselves down and get ready for my super ultra mega move!
We're waiting with bated breath for your super duper whatever.
You asked for it! Bringer of Chaos! Ultimate Lightning Fury Slash! Whoa!
Whoa. What just happened? They...
What an idiot.
Don't see that every day.
Come on. That's enough nonsense.
Indeed.
I think that the music that plays in Zeke's sessions undermine him too much. Like, that's an odd thing to say, but I genuinely mean it. That I think that Zeke can genuinely look like he's a threat, but the issue is that the music already tells you that he's not a threat instead of the player coming to the conclusion by themselves. And that is... like, I guess that is just an is what it is type of moment, you know? But I think a better way of handling it would have been letting Zeke do what he does, and then you know, it all comes into fruition that, oh my goodness, this is taking so long. Sorry, and then the player is allowed to come to the conclusion that this guy is, you know, he doesn't have all of his pieces together. Ah, man. What an area, man. Like I said, I don't. You're gonna hear this a bit, so for the sake of moving on, I'm just not gonna say it. But a lot of appreciation was gained from going from one game to another for an area like this. And now all I'm trying to do is build back that well, not build back, but appreciate the things that I didn't value beforehand when playing this game. So I mentioned it before, if I got the systems correct, then the what's it called? Then the bonus XP every time no, it just functions as the thing says on screen. It's only in Xenoblade Chronicles 3 that it has, like, hidden stuff that you wouldn't know about unless you know, looked at the game's code or read the instructions, I assume. I don't know, I don't remember anything about Xenoblade Chronicles 3 explaining the specifics of bonus XP. All I just remembered that it was in fact a thing, and it wasn't until I beat the game that I realized why I would want to consistently go for bonus XP. And that sounds like an oxymoron statement, because in what, you know, RPG wouldn't you want to go for bonus XP? But when I tell you that you can break the game just by resting at campfires, and I wasn't trying to, I was trying to be evenly matched with the rest of the game, I think you like get the picture of where I was at with that. Can I get up here? I can probably get up there from there. And get attacked by fish, I guess. Oh! Okay. Sorry. Yeah, that's a new game thing going on there. I'll just... Yeah, I can make it here. And... should be good. So, here's the question that I've been wondering for a long period of time, considering the fact that not Torgoth, since Uriah is where all the DLC seems to be, in terms of the stuff that I wanted to experience. Can I experience that right now, or do I have to, wait for a bit in order to gain access to that? Speaking of wait for a bit, I hit the wrong button again. Oh, perfect. Okay, hang on. Let me. I got a number of things I can do right now. Quest log, would-be merc. Set this to active, please, so I don't mess that up. Second thing second, go into blades. All right. So first time around, when I did this, oh, I have no access to it. All right. Well, to tell you what my thought process was, I gave Wulfric over to Nia my first time around, but since Nia already has Gorg, this time around I'll give him to Rex. And in a sense, that's also a very interesting system going on, because in order for, you know, the characters to... what's the word I'm looking for? In order for, like, certain side quests to go through, obviously they have to be attached to certain characters. Wulfric obviously being one of them, but due to the fact that, what's the word I want to say? Due to the fact that Wulfric can be on almost any party member, obvious exception being Tora, it leads into some interesting, like, dialogue bits. And actually, I didn't talk about that beforehand, but that is, in and of itself, is a really cool part of some RPGs. Recently, and by recently I mean like months ago, I had the pleasure of playing Final Fantasy X, and, you know, coming to the realization that nobody calls Tidus by his real name, not his full name. But the dialogue yet still feels so natural with no one referring to a character like that, because, you know, he has to, well, his name is whatever the player gives to him. And that's just, in general, a really cool little detail. So, to see the ways that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 more or less makes up for that design decision to let anyone have a blade and let them be their driver is awesome. Water Hill... No, the one next to it. Okay, no, that's not what I'm after. So now we get to a really interesting part about the game. Considering the fact that I'm not going out of my way, I mean, unless, you know, you pull up on me like that. I'm not going out of my way in the moment to take on enemies and things like that. Because Akos was a bit higher level. Again, thankfully, not so much that it would pose a big enough threat in the grand scheme of things to this game, to my playthrough. But Oh, it begins. It begins! Nah. But since I'm not going out of my way to fight all these enemies, it definitely puts me in a very interesting situation in terms of my overall experience of the game. Like there's no two ways around it. And I actually think that's a very interesting thing that only really happens when you go through recording stuff on the internet. Because normally I just fight everything. But due to the fact that I'm trying to keep pace for time, it definitely makes the situation a bit more interesting. And one of those things that helps make the situation interesting is, you know, I have an interest, a wonder, I guess, for lack of a better term, of how people are able to, like, live stream the games that they play, because this is easily the slowest I've ever went through an RPG in my life, and that is my own doing, right? Because I'm not playing this game as much as I can, but at the same time,
Power wells up from within me.
I, to an extent, am limited by what am I saying? I'm limited to the camera. You know, whatever I do generally has to be on camera. Handful of exceptions here and there, but I don't know. It's just a very interesting way of going about this that I don't think a lot of people actually take the time to think about. It's just, you know, like, record footage. Why wouldn't I? Of an RPG or any video game of the sort. Oh, finally! It's night! Ah, yes.
The wind is my mate.
Poppy boosters engaged.
Okay, so, what do I need to do to get Poppy's leaping ability up? Because I don't think that I can get another blade, at least at this point in time, with that ability. So I have to get her favorite pouch item again. So, alright, it's experiment time. So, it is 45 minutes deep. Excuse me, and it is a Toriganda, rather. Alright, yeah, experiment time. Let's see if it works. So, just gonna do this again.
Research is progressing. Poppy's favorite.
Alright, did it work? Am I a genius? Alright, I can cheat the system. Okay, there we go. Hey, now we're learning things. Alright, okay. And if that's the case... Oh, wait, I think I already got Pyro's thing. Yeah, Flame Mastery. No, I didn't. This is Focus. Okay. So you can actually just game the system. That's awesome. The potential. So, the obvious bad thing... 9 minutes? Might as well just wait. The obvious bad thing is that I use up all the items, and so I'm not able to get the beneficial effects of it. But the good thing is, I don't have to wait for that. You know? Avenger, Humanoid Hunter, Aquatic... Dude! Wait! No! Hang on! What? You're kidding! You both don't have Wind Mastery? No, okay, that's Battle Skill. Oh. The power of reading.
Sure, it'll work out great. With my skills,
The wind is my mate.
Poppy
There we
boosters
go.
engaged.
Field skills, man. On the one hand, it's pretty cool because you get to see a whole... Dude. This, like, one screenshot right here. That's amazing. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Nope, I definitely didn't. It's this button. Okay, now let's take a better one. Rex, come on, dude. There we go. Dude was looking everywhere but where I needed him to.
Outstanding! It thanks to Tora becoming driver that Tora come to this place. Blades and drivers most best ever! Oh, that remind Tora. Rex, Nia, Tora need little consultation.
A consultation with us?
Tora have big problem right now. Recently, Tora finally realized Tora is not very useful in battle. Oh. Why friends silent?
We're just a bit surprised.
I mean, I just never really took you for the self-assessing type.
Too cruel.
Nah, I mean, you fight just fine, Tora.
Poppy deserve all the credit. She pass weapon and do all the things so Tora can fight like real driver. Tora sometimes think if he remove program of Poppy fighting alone would be most efficient.
Seriously? Whoa, you go, girl.
That why Tora just feel like small furry ball and chain.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Anyway, Tora wonder if there any point to Tora still being driver. Maybe it better for everyone if Tora retire and assume supervisor duty on sideline.
Oh, Tora? Nia, what do you think?
Why do you want to be a driver? What's the most important thing for a driver? Alright, so now I gotta, like, pretend on what Nia will say because neither of these two will give me the answer I expected to, will they? Why do you want to be a supervising role? And I think the second one would probably give a Nia a thing where she would say that you're protecting Poppy, believe it or not, by your presence being there, you are running interference, or something along the lines of that. Why did you want to be a driver? That's a very interesting thing, and hopefully that one's just as straightforward as it sounds. Okay, let's see. What's the most important thing? I'm going with the second one.
What's the most important thing for a driver? Tora been thinking about that a lot. Love towards Blade is important. Love.
Not an answer I was expecting.
Tora observe and Tora analyze. And Tora note, all drivers have love for their blades. Example, Rex love Pyra and Nia love Dromark.
I love Pyra.
Rex loves Pyra.
Love that Tora feel for Poppy is also unsurpassed thing. But just because Tora have love, not mean Tora can necessarily be driver.
Yeah, but still.
Hang on, Rex. We're getting bogged down here. Can we just straight up ask Poppy and be done with this?
That's a great idea. Let's get Poppy here. Hey, Poppy, what would you do if Tora said he wanted to quit being a driver?
Poppy probably break down in tears, is what?
Oh, meh. Tora work to be best driver he can.
Well, that was pretty easy.
I've just got no patience for this sort of non-problem.
It wasn't Nia I had to anticipate. It was Tora the whole time. Ay. Hang on a second. Because I want to see where she is at. The Igna enemies. Okay, yeah, we haven't got a single... No way. Alright. I don't believe that. And Electric Pom-Pom, which is her level 1. Alright, I'm switching to Nia. So I can... Because the fact that I've seen this cat girl take up items, and the game is telling me that she hasn't. And I have no Earth Mastery. That is unfortunate.
Looking forward to it.
Okay, any water? No. Kind of. Wait. No. There's no water there. Okay, yeah. I don't have a choice.
Off we go.
Oh, well, this is fine. Anyways, actually, because it's only a hop, skip, and oh. Alright then. It looks like I have missed a lot more side quests than I anticipated. Alright, well, can't help that. We'll get all...
What will we find?
Alright. You know, I'm just gonna run there. I'm just gonna run there. So, with that being said, what else did I want to talk about? I don't know, I kind of got thrown off when that phone call. I was about to say, like, who is on the floor? Why is every enemy after me now? The entire Andal population is after me! Come on, man! Okay, something had to... Yes. Oh, I got Potion Hoarder already. Alright, good. But I didn't get the level 1.
I'll be so popular, it'll be unreal.
Okay, I got 4 more to go. Alright, and I can't get those. Alright, that's fine. Alright, I'm probably gonna drag these 2 Andals in this fight, but... You know, it is what it is at this point. And here comes the Andal population. I have somehow offended them all. I know this isn't optimal, but I've seen it so little times. Alright, there we go. Oh, excellent. I didn't even know I was going for Angelic Drop this whole time. So with that, I can probably now... Yeah, I can probably stop using Korra for a little bit. And go back to Dromark. Who, you know, clearly needs the help. Almost done with everything. Yeah. You know, this is very interesting because I'm not normally not this engaged with my other party members as much as I am with Nia in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Although I think that's also because it's just a lot easier. Like, I'm in the primary location for a lot of her stuff to get unlocked. So, yeah. Use Poppy Drill. Well, I mean, you know, when I look at Poppy Alpha, it's like, yeah, it's pretty easy to figure out why. Why I guess I have the affiliation to Rex and Nia that I do. Or affiliation, I should say. Oh. That silent dread of falling off a platform by accident in a Xenoblade game, man. Oh, there was water here. Never mind. Yeah, okay. So, I don't know why I didn't notice it up till now, but this thing is getting farther and farther away. So, I'm just gonna deactivate that. just so I can have the HUD a bit more clean. And now that it's a bit more clean, we can just focus on continuing on with the story. Wait, is that? No, that's an Upa. Yeah, Ignas are the tall lizard-looking dudes. I mean, it's right here. Yeah, of course there was something here.
Wonder what we will find. This is an area where I excel. I hope it is something good.
I really gotta say, regarding pouch items, I probably should be a lot more considerate about what it is that I let go into the pouch. And I also wonder if there is any possible thing that allows me to... What's the word I'm looking for? To turn off the auto... Nah, you know what? Never mind. I thought about that for a legit second and it's like, why would I want that off? Okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Now I'm starting to remember. Okay, but you know what? It was worthwhile coming down here to see that heart-to-heart with Tora. Hopefully these enemies are alright. So, how do you guys like going back to start? Looks like my time for this recording session is just about up. So, with that being said, I would like to offer anyone who hasn't had the ability to be saved to be saved. And, as it says in Romans 10:9, that if thou shalt confess with thy mouth the Lord Jesus, and shalt believe that in thine heart that God hath raised him from the dead, thou shalt be saved. Or, in other words, if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord, and believe that God had raised him, on the third day, then you shall be saved. So, if you said that, then hey, congratulations, you're saved. Salvation is, well, knowing God. It's not just a matter of going to heaven, but knowing the character of God. About knowing who he is, knowing that he is good, and knowing that he is for you, and has a plan for you. You know, a good plan for your life. I think a lot of people, you know, when they hear about salvation, they just think about going to heaven. But it's actually a lot more than that, and a bit more complicated too. Well, more simple and more complicated at the same time. But, you know, it's not just about getting a free ride out of hell. It's about knowing God, and I think a lot of people miss that in just, you know, trying to, well, get out of hell. Because, you know, the thing about it is that every man has sinned and come short of the cross. So if at any point you were questioning why salvation is a thing, why is it for you, then hey, that's the reason why. Because we're not as holy as God. We're not to the point where we all should be. And I think we can all agree that nobody on earth is perfect. And that's the part of why we need salvation in the first place. In any case, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Until then.